This is January 2017 and we've come to Witley to visit the successful lofts of Mick Tuck. Good morning, Mick.
Morning, Keith. Thanks for coming down today to see the birds.
Lovely, mate. Not a very nice morning, January.
Could have done better. It's been pretty sunny in the mornings, but this morning it's not.
Yeah, it's winter, mate. What system do you race your birds?
Solely all natural,
Yeah.
and I've always been natural. People have said to me before about going into widowhood, but it doesn't really interest me. I mean, I'm just a natural person. That's what I've always done.
Yeah.
And I just like to gun for the longer races.
You like long distance racing?
Yeah. My hens, really, stronger with my hens than the cocks.
Yeah.
Really.
Tell us a little bit about your system. When do you pair up?
Always pair up Valentine's Day. It's been seems to be the thing that I've always done. I've never changed it. Never changed my system. That's probably why I struggle a lot, because everybody's moved on. But so I pair up Valentine's Day and try and hold the feathers on for the longer races in the channel. So
yeah. So how about feeding? What do you feed?
I feed an Irish mix, but I add to it all the time. It's normally just Irish through, a little bit of breeding mix in the early, when I'm breeding. But normally it's just Irish, and I just add tick beans and maples when I feel as though the races are getting longer. The longer the races, the more tick beans I add.
Yeah. So what's your aim each year? And Poe?
Poe's been
Tarbs,
Tarbs now. But since they've swapped it round a bit, but Tarbs is what I aim for.
Yeah. So will they have a pair of babies and you start training?
Yeah, they all have their. I foster me top row, which is my main pigeons, and foster them down to the second row, and then I have just the one round. But the difference is only sort of 10 days between the oldest and the youngest.
Yeah.
They're kept apart until I pair up, and then they're all much the same age. You get some that are a bit slower going down, but 9 times out of 10 they all go down pretty reasonably.
Yeah. How about training?
Yeah, training is important, I think, to the coast as many times as you can.
Yeah, you like early morning too, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately this year I was doing work down Little Hampton, and I was hammering down there every morning and throwing the birds up in twos. I like to two them.
Yeah. You like Hailing Island, don't you?
Hailing Island's my favourite because I can get straight on the A3 and it takes me 30 minutes to get there. So, But one of the best years I had was when I was training up in London.
Really?
Yeah, because it was. I had a lot of work up in London. There's no way I can go south and then go back up north.
No.
So I just took them up there, and I was touring them up there every day, and they were fighting the wind, the south wind's back, and they were like drums they were.
Yeah. You got a favourite condition for sending them? Nest condition?
Well, usual is 10 to 14 days. That's what I try and get them on for Poe, and I send normally pairs as well. I mean, I try and pair me, my best cock to my best M second, and they will go both on 14 days, 12 to 14 days normally.
This is a cracking hen, Mick. What's this one?
Well, this is my favourite at the moment because it was 5th Open Tarbs this year from Central Southern, and she came stonking in she was on 12-day eggs, and I saw her coming, and I was screaming and shouting in the garden as I saw her come over the rooftops, and I was very happy to see her.
She was on the day, wasn't she?
She was on the day, on the winning day, and I had 2 on the winning day. I had my second one, which is a cockbird, which I'll show you in a minute. He was 33rd Open.
How long have you been in the sport then, Mick?
I started when I was 17. I've always liked birds, so I started when I was 17. Dick Keane from Chiddingfold, he got me interested, hatching out a few pheasant chicks for me actually under some of his pigeons, and I thought, well, I prefer the pigeons, so that's when I got into it. And him and Jackie was his daughter, and we went to school together, and she got me involved around his place cleaning out, and then next minute I had pigeons on my own. Yeah. Started racing and never looked back from that, really.
What was your first winner? Can you remember?
It was a Weymouth race, but it was a fluky one. It was they let them up, and the weather was atrocious, and it was pouring with rain. I remember this white grizzle I had hit the loft roof, and its wattle was pink. And I thought, crikey, that done well, you know. And anyway, I went down to the club, and the last thing I thought was that most of my pigeons never even made it on the day. And I thought, well, you know, I just remember his pink wattle. When I got down there, I was talking to a few others, and I thought, Christ, I'm in front of him. Christ, I'm in front of him. And yeah, that was my first winner. I think it won. It won the club and it won the Fed.
Absolutely fantastic.
That was my first winner. Yeah.
Because you're in the Strong Godalming Club now.
Yeah. There's I think there's something like 30 flying members. So yeah, we got about 4 more join last night. Actually, we had our AGM. So we had 4 more members join. So
look at the fantastic champions that have been in your club through the years. Eric Cannon.
Yeah, you got Arthur Bridgewater. I mean,
Ray Hammond.
Yeah, Ray Hammond. He's still
absolutely
going.
Fantastic club, mate. Mick's a carpenter by trade, and this is his very smart 18-foot loft. This is it. It's the only loft he owns. On the left-hand side houses the young birds, and on the right-hand side houses his 15 pairs of natural racers. This is the scene inside Mick's natural old bird section. What a lovely blue cock, Mick. What's this one?
This is the 33rd Open Tarbs. He is bred from Mick Parrish. Mick Parrish bred me this pigeon, and he's a lovely cock bird. I wouldn't swap him for anything.
Yeah, Mick had a lot of Eric Cannon's pigeons, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And then, of course, he had his bird stolen, didn't he? So, and when he came back into the sport, I sent him down some, and he sent me 2 youngsters up, this is one of them.
Well, Mickey, let's talk about your performances over the years, mate. I know it's difficult to remember, but how many times you won the combine?
I've won the combine four times. I've won the combine. Twice Bergerac, so yeah, that's what I aim for. But yeah, I like to participate in all the nationals and classics and bigs. That's my favourite type of racing. I've also won the Fed from Salisbury, so they crowned me the Salisbury King, which I'm trying to get rid of. So as long as this doesn't go out on YouTube, I'll be fine.
You're a bit embarrassed about that. A couple of seasons ago.
I gave the pigeon away the minute I won it. Well, at the end of the season, I gave it to my good friend Alan Austin because. For one reason, I never liked the pigeon from the start.
He liked it even less when it won the Fed from Salisbury.
But they crowned me down the club the Salisbury King, and I got a trophy, like a gold medal, round my neck that year, and I'll never forget it. It was the humiliation of going up to get it, I think. Or was it not the humiliation? I don't know.
There's some good positions in the Pole National and Palms National.
Yeah. I can't remember offhand all my positions. Well, all my positions sounds big-headed, but I've won, like I say, Bergerac twice and won the Fed twice, and the combine twice. Yeah, from Bergerac. So that's my favourite race point. But I do like Tarbs. You know, Tarbs is the one for me. Or when it used to be Poe, that was the one I used to gun for.
And basically, you got Eric Cannon's pigeons. A great fancier, Eric, wasn't he?
Yeah. He only lived down the road, and I used to go down and help him out in the latter years when he was a bit dodgy on his feet and all that, and done quite a lot of work in his loft. Used to always pat my pockets on the way out to make sure I didn't have any eggs.
The fantastic fancier.
Made me laugh, but yeah. And when he went, I did have a few of his over the years. He normally he gave me pigeons with no rings on, which was a good thing thinking about it now, because I'd have only raced them hard and lost them. So it meant they went in as stock, even though I haven't got a stock bird loft. I kept them as stock, and probably done me more good than harm doing that, because that's my mainstay in the loft. I've got a few Van Gils, courtesy of Darren McFadden, and some Jan Harding stuff, which I've crossed in. But the main 3/4 is Cannon stuff.
A beautiful pigeon, Mick. What's this one?
This is a Van Gil. off of Darren McFadden, half Darren McFadden, half Tucky's Delight with my blood in it. And yeah, she's flown very well. She's won Bergerac. She was first club, first fed. That's right, first club, first fed. Bergerac.
Beautiful. How far is Bergerac?
400. It's 100 miles less than Tarbes. So yeah,
about 450. Yeah.
450.
Let's talk about your babies now, Mick. How many babies you breed each season?
Well, I breed 20. I have 20 national rings every season, and I only breed 20 as a rule. Sometimes I have to, people ask me for some, so I have to get rings off of them. Which reminds me, I'm going to give you 2 rings before I leave.
Yeah, it's 2 years you've been waiting for that pair of young ones, isn't it?
Yeah, but normally, young birds, I'm not really that keen on young bird racing, but I do hit it hard. I train very hard with them, and they've got to earn their perch because I've only got a small loft, and they have to earn the perch. This year I've done quite well on Weybridge, which is the longest race. I won the club and I was second fed Weybridge, so I was quite happy with that. But I don't tend to lose too many. The only time I lose any is in the early stages of training. But once they're trained,
you train them hard then?
Oh yeah, they go down the road nearly every day. Yeah. Nearly every day. I mean, probably the only day they might not go is on a Friday if we're basketing for the race. But they go Sunday's their day off. They have a bath and they all sit out in the bath. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, down to Hayling normally, and two in again.
Good work. How about darkness? Do you put them on darkness?
No, never done darkness. I don't know really what that does to the birds. I'm unsure. Like I said, I'm an old school thing. I always do the same things every year. Just
and win.
Feed and water, yeah, and then
and win, mate.
Yeah, I only worm them once a year, just before racing, and don't use any other ailment stuff, unless, of course, you've got a problem, and then you go. I always think their immune system is what they need to have.
Is your Witley Bridge winner then, Mick?
Yeah, he first club, second fed, lost it by about 4 yards. I didn't realise he was on the house roof when he turned up, but when I did see him, he did come straight down and go in, but I don't know how long he was up there, but you can always say that. I bought his father at Blackpool Show last year. I was with Ron Gamage, another top flyer in the Godalming Club, and I saw this pigeon and I said to him, I do like that. And he said, well, buy it then. And I said, well, no, I haven't got a stockbird loft. And he said, well, you buy it and put it in my loft and we'll find a good end for it.
You've been a good worker for the sport over a lot of years, Mick. What jobs have you got in the club?
I'm the main clock setter. I'm sort of, if Alan, our secretary, goes on holiday, I take over and normally do the computer. Reluctantly, I might add, because things always tend to go wrong. But I do the clock set, and I normally get there. I'm one of the first to get there and set the marking station up, and get everything wired up and ready to go. And then once I've done the first few birds, I have to retire over to the clock, because we've got a different room for when we do the clocks. And unfortunately, nobody seems to want to learn how to do the clocks, so
that's the game,
it always lays on me. So I end up doing the clocks, and then I come out and shout at them, clocks, and no one wants to come, and you know. But anyway, ET's taken over. ETS has taken over a lot now, so there's not so many to do. Probably in our club, there's probably 2/3 now ETS and a third.
All right, Mick, I've really enjoyed my visit this morning, mate. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming over, Keith. I've really enjoyed having you over, and you're welcome any time.